Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited about today's video. I'm so excited about what I've learned from the experiences that I've shot in this video, and I hope that you will also enjoy it. Please show me some love, comment, like, subscribe, share the video if it does inspire you, so that I know that I am going the right direction. And if it doesn't, let me know where you would like me to improve and what content you would like me to shoot. And if it does fall in line with who I am, I will definitely do that. I need you to grow this channel. I cannot grow it without you. So thank you so much for those who comment. Thank you so much for those who like. Guys, I also didn't tell you that we reached 100. I was so excited when that happened because I did not think that we would get there, but we are there, and I'm so happy and I'm so excited about this. And I do hope that you'll continue sharing, do hope that you'll continue commenting and giving me a thumbs up or down to let me know what is right or wrong or where I can improve. So anyway, I will be sharing the video today. I'm sharing practical tools I use to change my life continually. So in the year 2020, if you know me, you will know that it wasn't a pleasant year for me. It's the year that I got married. It's also the year where I lost my mom before I got married. So in the year 2021, I came into it thinking I was okay. But in the first quarter of the year, that's where I started to see that I'm not okay. I'm not in a good place mentally, emotionally, physically, because a lot of people I loved, I had lost during that time. It was a very sad time. So what I then did was I took time off and I went off social media because I needed to fix myself. I knew if I stayed there, I was going to start writing out exactly what I was feeling because I'm an open book. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to show people those things about you. That's what a journal is for. That's what prayer is for. But anyway, story for another day. So I took myself off in March. And when I took myself off in March, I went back to the Lord and I said, I don't know how to talk to you anymore because I feel so much pain and I feel so much hurt. I'm so disappointed by a lot of things that you let happen or that you allowed to happen. Help me get myself back to you, because I know for me that it doesn't matter how angry I am at God, I can't do this life thing without him. It's too much for me. I just can't. I just need him, right? If I'm going to mess up, I want to mess up with him right on my side, okay? If I'm going to do something that is wrong and ugly and disrespectful, girl, I want Jesus on my side when I do that thing, because I know that when he's on my side, I'm going to get back up from that thing and I will carry on with my life because he will take care of the guilt and the shame of that. Now, in the process of this thing, I started listening to a lot of things about transforming your life and changing your life and living the life that you love. And I fell in love with this concept because I genuinely love my life. I love my mind. I love my thoughts. I love being alone. I love me, right? The problem, however, comes... Wow, a fly. The problem, as I was saying, comes, it just flew like into the camp, like, okay, fly, I see you. The problem comes when I start looking at other people. That's my problem. When I start seeing people that are doing better than me, when I start seeing people that look like they're happier than me, that look like they're more successful than me, that look like they know what they're doing, when I look at that, that's when my problem starts. And I'm like, what am I doing? I mean, it's been 28, 29 years being alive. What the hell is going on, right? So in that time when this was happening, I started a process of journaling. I bought myself a journal. I started writing and documenting my feelings and my thoughts. I used to do this when I was younger, but then I grew out of it for some reason. This is the thing about getting old. Whoever told us that we needed to be serious when we get old? That's not right. I feel like the older you get, or the older I get, the more playful I become. Because that's how I have fun. That's how I laugh. That's how I'm happy. Guys, life is a lot. Anyway, back to the story. So when I started this and I shot, I started journaling, right? And I started writing my thoughts. I started reviewing my thoughts week upon week upon week. And I could see that, wow, this is helping me. And in the process of that, I started working out. At the time, it was June. Yeah, it was around June when I started working out, and I worked out at home. I had joined the gym before. I've done this. I've been on Herbalife, which works very well, a lot, but it is quite pricey, so I couldn't continue with that during that time in my life. So I've been on these programs, but I would always let them go. I would always start it, let it go, start it and let it go. But this time around, I started it for me. I didn't do it because of I saw someone that I like on social media living a healthy lifestyle. I didn't do it because my friend told me to join the gym. I didn't do it because I wanted to take aesthetic pictures. I did it because my health depended on it, my mind depended on it, my body depended on it. I was the heaviest I had ever been. I am a person who's always been a size 28 and 30. And the highest I've ever gone is a 32. So during that time, I was on 34 and I did not recognize myself. I didn't like how I felt for me, because I was not familiar with that body. I also didn't know what to wear, how to dress. It was just not me. So what I did in the process, I started working out and I started timing my food. And I found that I had been eating stress eating for a while. This was because of, at the time, also my work was too much pressure. The job I was doing was a lot. Everything was just too much because I was not okay. I was not fine, and everything else was not fine because I'm not fine. And I started working out at home and I became more energized and I enjoyed that. And then I learned a trick in the process, and that was to give to myself the best version of myself. Give to me the best parts of me. Give to me the energy I have in the morning. Give to me the thoughts I have in the morning. Give to me all the wonderful things I always do for other people, but give to me, feed me. Can you feed you? And I started doing this thing where the mornings now were that time for me. I woke up before everybody else in the house to give me. I started working out, crying, sweating, having body pains, asking my husband to massage me because I was giving me. And I carried on with this process. I carried on with it and I fell in love with it, right? Because I didn't fall in love with it overnight, obviously, but I fell in love with it the more I did it. This doesn't mean that I woke up faithfully every day, just so you know, but most days I did wake up faithfully. So today I've compiled a list of things that I've done and I continue to do to share with you to help you start this year the best amazing way that you can. I am fasting and I'm praying. I'm in a 21-day fast and prayer. I'm still on it. And you know, yesterday I was sitting and the Lord said to me that I needed to create a virtual meeting, and I said, okay, I will do that. So now I'm planning a virtual meeting that will be happening next week on Wednesday. For the people that are subscribed to my blog, sheiscertified.co.za, where I've put together a couple of speakers. I've put together a lady that I love who's got more than one qualification. She pushes academics. She pushes being a person who does something about their lives, whether that's academically or not. Just don't sit and watch life pass you by. Do something with your life. So I've got her on board. I spoke to her yesterday. She's joining the conversation. I've got another person who's amazing. She found a way of building a career, doing something that she loves, which is her passion. She runs a successful NGO. So she's going to be talking to us about how to get your NGO machankura, how to get it paid in South Africa, how to get it paid, and how to partner up with the best stakeholders, and how to get into programs that develop you and groom you. She has also studied in the field of HR. She's also carrying on studying now in business management. I'm excited about that. And then I'll also join the conversation where I'll be sharing, you know, me, issues of faith. I'll be talking a bit more about that, faith in trusting God with your business. I'm going to be talking about that. So I am super excited about this, you guys. Anyway, let's get into the video. My mornings start at 5:30, and the first thing I do, I turn off the alarm after tossing and turning in bed, and I get up to my lounge where I start doing exercises that I watch on YouTube. Right now, recently, I'm being joined by a friend of mine. Found that health is what you make it. Your best shape is what you feel is your best shape. I'm not interested in building muscle or looking like a person that I see on TV. My interest is really in feeling good and looking good about myself. The vision board guides me. It guides the things I need to do in the day, the things I need to research, and where my energy is going to go, how my time is going to be spent. So after my workout, I sit down and I journal. I plan out my day, and recently I've tweaked my journal. I've added a couple of things. Personal goals for the year, financial goals for the year, sexual goals for the year, and also spiritual goals for the year. In my personal goals, I've added things like have a better relationship with myself. I want to know what I like, what makes me happy, and I want to learn how to ask for it. I've also added that I want to talk less, I want to listen more. That's a big goal for me. Another thing I've added in my financial goals, I've added the money that I want to make. I've also added that I would like to be monetized by YouTube. Is that I'll be monetized by YouTube within 90 days. So I'm relying on you guys to share the content and to advise me what I need to do and what content you want to see. Right after I do this, I get into the kitchen where I take my vitamins. The gut, I found that is a place where a lot of sicknesses come from. As for me, I struggle with constipation, so I always have to eat food that's high in fiber. Because I also work from home, I don't get much activity as I did get before. So these help me stay energized. One of them is an acid balancing. So if you're a person who struggles with UTIs, struggling to sleep, like if you pee in a public toilet, you know that you need to visit the doctor the next day. That means, or it could be a sign that your gut needs attention. It needs some loving. It needs some taken care of. And I do suggest that you take things that are acid balancing. You eat foods that are high in fiber. This will really help you, and you will start enjoying yourself and being in yourself. Right after I take my meds, I some energizing tea. This tea helps me stay boosted, and when I feel a bit tired as the day progresses, I do have another cup because I do like feeling good about myself. As soon as I'm done with that, I prepare myself my breakfast. Often at times it will be an oats. If it's not an oats, it's a sandwich with Evo. If it isn't that, then I'll have some fruit like I am having in this moment. I do this not because I'm trying to be fancy or bougie, but really I'm trying to romanticize my life, you guys. I mean, I just worked out. I'm suffering from pain, okay? So I need to do things that make me feel good. These give me direction that, girl, you are on the right track. And you are fancy and you deserve being fancy, because my health matters to me. I've struggled a lot with my health the past year, and this is because of I didn't process grief. I didn't deal with the things that I needed to deal with the right way, and I handled them and I walked with them and I owned them, and I started to suffer. So because of all of that pain and all of that trauma, I work hard to be happy in my life. You'll see Phoebe coming through, and right after I do that, I prepare myself a warm bath, and I bath in the morning. I like being woken up by a bath instead of a shower. I don't want to be shocked into my day. I want to wake up to my day. I get dressed, and right after I get dressed, I make myself some water, and then once I'm done with that, I set up the space that I want to work in my house. That's the beauty about adulting, you guys. You know, like this thing of aging is good sometimes. You can set up space wherever you want to in your own space and work there. You couldn't do this in your mama's house. I can't do this in my mom's house. If I've got a table there in that corner, that's the table I'm gonna work in. That's my station for the rest of my life. So I really love doing this. So I'm in our guest room now, and I'm going to be working throughout the day. And right now I'm going to prepare for you guys in this moment what you'll see at the end of this video, which is the digital vision board. Phoebe is next to me and we are cuddling. Now for my night routine. I love this one. So an hour before I go to bed, I get up and I clean the kitchen. This is because I don't want to wake up in the morning and clean. No, we're not doing that. No, that is gonna make me angry. We're not doing that. So I clean the kitchen at night, and once I'm done with that, well, we alternate. Sometimes it's me, sometimes it's my husband, but on this day it was me. So I'll wash the dishes. Once I wash the dishes, I'll clean the table counters. Then I'll probably sweep the floor if there's some dirt. I think that it takes difficult things to help us become better. As strange as that sounds, but it looks like the only way for us to fight and want to transform our lives, we need to be in a dark place. And I hope that this is not the theme for 2022. I was studying the book of Habakkuk, and he was talking to God about the problems that are happening in his society. And he was telling God, and God answered him. But when God answered, he didn't answer in a way that Habakkuk expected. There's something that he said. This is in Habakkuk 2:1. He said in response to God's answer, because when God answered, he said that, well, Habakkuk, things are about to get worse. If you're complaining about what's happening now, I'm about to do more. I'm about to let more come to harm the nation, because these are people that have not been good to God. They've disobeyed God. So God is going to let trouble come to them. So anyway, as I study this, I see in the book of Habakkuk where he responds to God after he finds out that more bad will come. He says to God, I will climb my watchtower and wait to see what the Lord will tell me to say and what answer he will give to my complaint. The Lord gave me this answer, right? That's what he says. And then right after that, the Lord said to him, Habakkuk, write down the vision and make it plain so that whoever hears it may run with it. This is powerful, and it leads straight into the vision board. What God has said to you, nobody else knows. What God has given you, nobody else knows. Only you know what God has said to you. Only you know the prayers that you've said to God. Only you know how God said he will do it. In the midst of the trouble, in the midst of everything that was not going well, it's only you who knows how these things will happen. And if you know this, you need to write it down. When you write it down, it's not only for your destiny, it's not only for your life, but it's for the others that are coming after you, that when they walk towards the work, they will finish what you've started. They will carry on to what you've built, right? Let me come down. So this is how you create a vision board, a digital vision board. You open up Canva and Pinterest. So firstly, I've opened up Pinterest. I'll add the link down below. In Pinterest, you search the things that you want. So for me, I like me an Audi S3. So I typed out an Audi and I searched for it. Then you choose a picture that you like, a picture that resonates with you. Don't be limited here. Go wild, dream wild. We are dreaming, right? We are not saying that there's money in the bank to buy these things, but we are dreaming. What a vision board does is that it aligns you. Every day when you look at it and you see it, you know what you are supposed to be working towards. You know what you're supposed to be praying towards. You know what conversations you're supposed to be in. You know what friendships you're supposed to be part of. So that's why it's important for us to create a vision board. You've come from Pinterest, you've downloaded the things that inspire you and the things that you love. You now open up Canva. Canva has a lot of designs that you can choose from. At the top of your screen, once you open up Canva, there's an option where you can search. All you do, you search, you type in the search bar, a vision board. It'll show you multiple designs that you can choose from. This is for free. Canva does also have a professional Canva page where you get more options to do designs. But for this one, we will be focusing on the free option. So you just type in board. Once you do this, you pick a design that you like. So what you will then do is you will open it up and then you will edit on it. When you edit on it, because you've downloaded the pictures, they are saved in your picture gallery. So every time you want to change a picture, you click on the picture that's on the current vision board, you click on edit, and then next to it, there's an option that says upload pictures. That's where you go and you will see right over here, I've got my Audi. All you do is you drag and you paste. You drag and you paste. If you are doing it on your phone, it's much more easier, I believe. because I've done it on my phone. So what you do there is you just click on it, you upload pictures, and then they will sit on the place that you want them to sit in. You can add as many pictures as you want. You can put as many things as you want. Whatever it is that you're trying to become, whatever it is that you're trying to see yourself as, put it on here. One of the goals that I've got is in my personal goals. I want to be a person who loves herself so authentically. This is a big deal for me, right? So you put that there as well. Whatever it is that you think about, whatever it is that's important to you, you put it there. Whatever it is that resembles you. The beauty about using Canva is that it does have an option where you can edit and write in typography. So here you put in words. So instead of pictures, you will use words.